Well, it looks like someone got out on the wrong side of the bed this morning. A patient died yesterday. Your patient. Irma died of complications from pneumonia. She was old, her immune system just couldn't hold everything off. You did nothing wrong. Okay. Okay. It's Irma's funeral service this afternoon. It will be held at Gilbert's. You should be there. You'll feel better afterwards, believe me. Oh. Oh no! Because of the pipes. He's blamed himself, okay. Oh! How did you know Irma Finley? I'll tell you how that squirt knew Irma. Oh no, I knew he was gonna ruin the wake. I'm so angry already. I'm angry already. He hasn't even said anything. Now hold on. Maybe he's got a point. Emo horse? Emo horse, do not do this to me. Finley? Yeah? I'm sorry to have to ask you this, but perhaps it would be best if you leave. Someone threw snowballs at my window. I hope it wasn't my old houseplant back for revenge. Hey, good morning. I've had better, let me tell you. I was just resting my eyes, letting my soul relax for a while. I had a nice dream just starting up, about a nice hot fondue. Then all of a sudden, stampede, this huge crowd of people came storming by. No consideration for my beauty sleep, they looked angry. I have a bad feeling about this, Scoob. Someone threw snowballs at my window this morning. Maybe it was the same people. Why were they angry? How should I know? They were headed for the old town. Weird, I'll keep my eyes open. Good idea, take care, buddy. I have such a bad feeling about this. Like, why do I feel they're against the hospital and then we're going to be the scapegoat for it or something? We can go in. Hi, Gail, are you okay? You hate us now? A bit early for a drink, don't you think? Yeah, I'd better not. I just wanted to stop by. Things got pretty ugly yesterday. Yeah. All the same, I'm glad I could be there. For you and Irma. I hope the service went smoothly after I left. We went up to the Glowmilk Woods. I found a real special spot for Irma. It was alright, some of the mourners kept on bringing up the hospital though. I'm still trying to process the whole thing. Have you seen a crowd of people pass by here? Yeah, actually. Pretty noisy for this time of day. I think they were heading towards the hospital. Really? That's strange. I hope it's not a sign of bad news to come. I'm on my way there anyway. Good luck, my friend. I'm glad he doesn't hit us. There's a lot of people here. I thought maybe there'd be gifts, chocolate, but actually everyone's just angry. I don't like it. How much more money are you going to squeeze from us? Don't you work at the hospital too? I sure do, and it's been far too long. I can't do all this anymore. I've been slaving away for years. No private life, no downtime. I want to make my voice heard. And these people have valid points. Why don't you join us? We could really make a difference here. I'm telling you, St. Ursula's Hospital's got to go. How many of you have suffered here? How many of you have emptied your pockets into their coffers? The fees go up every month, but the quality of the treatment gets worse and worse. The staff are overworked, and the building's falling apart to boot. Will we keep on accepting this? Will we keep on sacrificing our loved ones to this hospital? No, absolutely not. Ah, there's our specialist. What are your plans for the day, con artist? Let me pass, Ralph. Go ahead. I'm sure you've got plenty corrupt shenanigans to be dealing with. We'll just see how many more lives you take before someone stops you. That's right, get lost. Down with St. Ursula's, down with St. Ursula's. Excuse me? Ingrid, have you seen the people out there? Oh sure, a bit of an overreaction if you ask me. Do you think we should call the police or something? Don't worry about it, kid. This isn't the first time we've had angry folks show up at our door. Ralph always sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong. But when he gets an idea in his head, he doesn't let it go again easily. So you're not worried? There's even a nurse in the crowd. Criticism comes with the territory after all. No one who comes here leaves feeling amazingly refreshed and rejuvenated. At best, they'll just feel normal again. And if they don't, well, that's when certain kinds of people get angry. As long as they don't actually charge inside the hospital, it's all good. Dr. Theobald's already on the case. By the way, he was asking after you this morning. Seems like every day he wants something from you now, huh? Guess he likes you. But you can go straight up to your ward. That's where he is right now anyway. It seems your whole fan club is here today, Finley. And not just that, Dr. Theobald's waiting for you too. You're a popular doctor today. Have you seen Dr. Theobald around? I certainly have. He's in our break room, which is why I'm keeping out of there right now. We've been clashing on a few matters lately. Dr. Theobald, have you heard about the people in front of the building? Of course. But first, I have a question for you. Did you go to Mr. Takama's funeral service? Yes, and I think it helped me. Thanks for the tip. I'm afraid I'm partly to blame for the protest, though. What do you mean by that? Well, the funeral seemed quite normal at first, but then they started saying it was my fault Irma died. I didn't know what to do. You know, there's one thing you unfortunately need to be aware of working here. When you work at a hospital, problems become part of your daily routine. Generally speaking, someone comes to us with a problem. Sometimes the problem can be fixed, but sometimes, however, unfortunately, it cannot. We don't have secret superpowers. All we can do is make people feel like they were before. That is our business, day in, day out. When we succeed, we are rarely rewarded with positive words or deeds. Yet if we fail, a negative response is never far away. That's the way it is, sadly. And our profession is far from unique in that regard. I'm sure you're familiar with the phenomenon yourself. We don't get a chance to provide a diagnosis until something's already not behaving as it should. I will not allow my staff to be attacked or harassed. I'll talk to the protesters and sort things out. And what can I do? Do your job, help those who need help. Solve as many problems as possible, even though not all of them will be solvable. What's all that racket out there? Just an angry mob of people dissatisfied with our work. What do they know? They don't have the first clue how difficult our work even is, do they? How are you doing today? You tell me, that's why you're here, isn't it? Alright then. Your liver readings are improving. Good. But I'm afraid you'll need to stay with us for a few more days. Well, it hasn't killed me yet. That's why you've still got the pleasure of treating me. Thank goodness for that. Don't let it go to your head. I know what the situation is in this hospital. Even I need to put up with an apprentice doctor. I've not forgotten my duty to teach the next generation. So go ahead, learn something. So we meet again. Theodora, to what do I owe the pleasure? It's my lungs. The weather's doing a number on me right now. I need regular checkups. I have an artificial heart valve. Then there's a severe hypoxia. You're saying your blood isn't being supplied with enough oxygen? Exactly. I get by, but I feel better if someone gave me a once over. Sure, allow me. I'm so bad at it. Your lungs are fine. Your heart too. I didn't know you could hear a heart valve. Yeah. Not a bad party trick, huh? Ingrid downstairs can write you a prescription for your medication. Great, that's what I call fast service. By the way, things are a little crazy around here right now. Be careful when you head out the door. I noticed, yeah. Hello, Mr. Doctor. Guess what? My tummy ache's gone, and my mum's going to pick me up today. Great, I'm really glad to hear that. Shall we give you one last checkup before you go home then? I don't have great patients like you here very often, so I need to make the most of it. Well, you've got just about the healthiest tummy I've seen all week. You know, my colleague gave your mum a letter for your pediatrician earlier. Now you need to be careful what you eat in future, okay? Can you promise me you'll do that? Yeah. Dr. Gerda said the same thing. That I should listen to you. And you know what? What? She says you're a good doctor. Really? Yeah, because she made my tummy ache go away. And she says you made her tummy ache go away too. But you know what else? No, what? Dr. Gerda's a good doctor too. Because she made my homesickness go away every night. You're right there, Emma. My colleague will take you down to see your mum in a minute, okay? Take care, Emma. Oh, better not go out there, kid. What? Why? The protest's still going strong. I've called the police already, but they say there's nothing they can do. Yeah, right. Your colleague thought better of it just now, too. I think she had tears in her eyes. I wanted to say something, but she turned back inside and ran past me. You mean Mia? Where did she go? Don't know, back upstairs, I think. And Dr. Theobald? Wasn't he meant to talk to the protesters? I don't know anything about that either. I haven't seen him, at any rate. He probably got held up by his luxury vending machine again. I'm going to check on him. Dr. Theobald, are you there? Dr. Theobald? Where did he go? Looks like he was here not long ago. Maybe there was an emergency? So Finley, we meet again. Does the boss have time right now? I need to talk to him. Dr. Theobald's not here. His office is empty. What? Strange. I mean, Theobald usually leaves the door to his office open, but only when he's actually in it. Have you seen him around today? No, that's why I'm here. The people on the ward can't sleep with all that commotion outside. I was going to ask Dr. Theobald for help, last resort, or I go out there and kick some butt myself. I spoke to him this morning. He assured me he was going to smooth the situation over. Well, guess that didn't happen, huh? I just bumped into Mia too. She was pretty upset, poor thing. Mia, what was wrong with her? No idea. I called after her, but she just ignored me. She just said that Mr. Anders was back. Grandpa was sent to the best rehab money can buy at our expense. Then he's not back here 2 minutes before he goes and poisons himself? Which way did she run? Upstairs. Anders is on the 4th floor. If I had to guess, I'd say she's up there. I'll go take a look. Alright, guess I'll hunt down the boss. Thank you, Sandra. No problem. Oh, there it... oh! Mr. Anders, can you listen to me for a moment, please? Bunkum, I don't have to put up with this. I already told you I didn't steal any blueberry pudding. And why didn't I get a pickle with my dinner today? Mr. Anders, please, I need your help. Why does everyone keep asking for my help? I just want to be left alone, damn it. Who are all those people out there anyway? Clear off, you're not getting my money. Mr. Anders. Here. Finley, there you are. What's going on here? I wanted to do something. I have to do something. What happened? Why are you talking to Mr. Anders? I was just on my way home. Those people, they're so angry. They call me names and threw things at me. I can't go on like this anymore. I'm here to help people, aren't I? Why are they getting on my back for that? I know, Mia, I know. Last time Mr. Anders was here, he was barely responsive. I was hoping to ask him about the night of your accident. Maybe he knows something. That's not a bad idea. Mr. Anders, can I ask you something? What is it now? You. Don't I know you, sonny boy? Yeah, we met before. You were at this hospital a little while ago, last fall. You had an accident. Do you remember? Yeah. I know your voice. What happened exactly? Tell me. We were looking for you. We think the broken elevator took us both to a disused ward. I found you there. You were injured. Oh, that was you? I was just trying to get back to my room. I don't know how I ended up in that place. What do you remember about it? Not much. I'm not as young as I once was. I was looking for my room. The hallway was completely dark, but someone had left a desk lamp on. There was a bed covered in folders and paperwork. And then? Then I heard your voice. Not the most pleasant way to wake up. And that's not even mentioning the headache. Is that all you can remember? No, after that I was back in this blasted hospital. My time at that rehab place was worth it though. I've not had a beet lasagna that delicious since I was a kid. You remembered the desk, Mia? That bed I saw on the 5th floor with the documents on it. Cal said there was nothing up there. But Mr. Anders saw it too. Exactly. So what now? We need to let Carl know. Maybe he'll know what to do with this information. Wait, do you have a hidden camera in my apartment? I was just about to call you. Things are starting to get out of hand here. Mia and I wanted to do something about it. What a coincidence, I was thinking the exact same thing. Come on over, I've already got an idea. Wait, have you ever been to my place before? No. I live on the high street next to the bakery. Got it, we're on our way. Now this is getting interesting. I used my involuntary vacation to do some thinking. I never liked this whole situation right from the start. First though, I need to apologise to you, Finley. I was never quite sure if you'd been imagining things or not when you had your accident. But I can see now that you were onto something. So what are our conclusions? That we need to go deeper. Deeper? You know, I'm the longest serving member of the staff on St. Ursula's after Ingrid. I do the rotas, manage our inventory and put our orders together. What are you getting at? We need to go to the hospital's document archive. That could be where we find the answers to what's going on here. You mean the big storeroom in the basement? Surely we can't just walk in there. No, the storeroom's always locked. Even I don't have access to it. But I have an idea how we can get in there. It'll require perfect teamwork though. This is a delicate matter like an ornate glass figurine. We need to consider our every move carefully like chess grandmasters. Wow, you've really put some thought into this. Of course I have. So listen carefully. Ooh. Old Glendower has all the keys to the building in his office, including the key for the archive. That's the one we need to get. And how are we going to do that? Sometimes Gregor stays at the hospital late into the night. Seems like he's got some kind of project he works on in his office after hours. I don't know what it is, but he sure puts a lot of time into it. And over the course of many night shifts, I've noticed something. At exactly 1 AM every night, he leaves his office and sets off to see Ingrid. Until he finally reaches Ingrid's desk. The two always spend a while chatting. Then Gregor grabs a coffee and heads back to his office. And you know what? When he goes on this little walk, he never locks his office. And that gives us the perfect window to get in there. Finley, you wait until Gregor leaves his office. That's when you go in to look for the archive key. Sounds good, but he must have lots of keys. It'll take me a while to find the right one. No problem. That's where Mia and I come in. Word on the street says you're a talented actress, Mia. What? Me? Wow. Good evening, my dearies. What's with the disguise? I'm on leave right now, right? It's best if I stay incognito while I'm at the hospital for now. I don't want any more trouble. Okay. Good, now where was I? Please pay no attention to me. I'm just an old fragile little granny. Just here to visit her little son. I suppose I'd better head up to his room. Oops. Oh my hip. Such pain. Ow. Don't worry, I'm coming. Fear not, I am a competent junior doctor. I am here to help this poor old lady. It looks like she took a bad fall with no outside interference whatsoever. What's this now? If you get a costume, I want one too. After all, I'm playing the courageous doctor in shining armour. Alright, I guess. And then boom, the key is ours. The perfect plan. Now there's just one thing left to do. Head down to the basement and into the document archive. Before we go in there, what exactly are we looking for? I'm not quite sure yet, but we'll know when we see it. Wait a second. The door was already open. What? That can't be right. That door's always locked. Maybe so, but it wasn't today. Someone was in here recently. See? How'd you know that? The layer of dust isn't as thick as usual. I have been in here in ages, but something just feels different. Like someone's disturbed the energy of this room. What are you, the mystical type? Hey, back off. I can sense these things. You better take a look around. Maybe we'll find something unusual. Look up here. Finley, get down from there. You'll break your neck. Mia's right, we all know those boxers are out to get you. How did you get up there anyway? It doesn't matter. Someone's taken some folders off these shelves. You can still see a print in the dust. Pretty obvious something's missing. What? Let me see. Yeah, it's definitely not normal. I know it doesn't look like it, but there is actually a system in this archive. And something's clearly missing here. This empty space should be filled with at least 7 years' worth of receipts and bills. You're right, Carl. Why do you sound so surprised? I thought you'd be used to that by now. Do you think this means anything? I think it does. What's really interesting is that all the missing files should belong to the same time period. They'll all be documents that would potentially be needed for communication with the health insurance companies. Oh. Those kinds of documents don't just disappear, but they might have been moved to another location because they're still needed. Like an old hospital bed on the 5th floor, for instance? That's gotta be it. There must be someone who knows about this. Dr. Theobald, maybe? I don't think so. He hasn't been seen in a while. The lawyer guy. What are you doing down here? Hal, is that you? Sandra, we just stumbled onto something big. Have you seen Dr. Theobald? We need to speak to him urgently. The boss? Haven't seen a whiff of him. I need to see Hal and pick up some blood tests. It's not like there's anyone here who's actually meant to be working on our ward. But you'd better settle in anyway. That crowd outside's way bigger now. I wouldn't be trying to head home right now if I were you. They're inside? They're inside. Down with St. Ursula's, here comes another of those bunglers. Ralph, you crackpot, just go home, okay? You can't just come in here like this, it's not allowed. Please, just let us do our job. The noise you're making's bad enough. But more importantly than that, you're blocking the main entrance. That means you're stopping us from admitting any more patients. Please just leave. Bah. That's just a load of stupid excuses. Who's going to stop us, you? Patrick here has a terrible ailment. Exactly, the pain. That's enough. Not only did you cripple him for the rest of his life when he injured his arm years ago, that nasty little runt attacked us both just the other week. Patrick's still recovering to this day. And that's not even mentioning the psychological trauma we both suffered. Ridiculous. My arm. See, we have every reason to be here, and every right to. We're not leaving until we get some answers. Get the chief physician out here now. But hasn't Dr. Theobald come to speak to you already? He assured me that. Of course he hasn't. As if he would get his fat ass out of that comfy chair. Will you all just listen for 1 minute? If he's not going to come down here, we'll just have to take this to him. That's right. And you know what else? Let me through, damn it. Help, quickly. What happened? Renee, what's up? This person, they were just standing next to me in the crowd. Then all of a sudden they fainted. I just managed to stop them from hitting the ground. They don't look good. We should take them to the ward. Typical, always the same. The next parcel for you to bleed dry. Finley, lend a hand here. But what about Dr. Theobald? I'll try and find out where he is. And I'll try find out more about the missing documents too. We'll talk later. Alright. Don't talk about the missing documents in front of the crowd of angry people. Let me through, scumbags. What? Dr. Kowalski, Be quiet. Sandra, take the deceased details. The patient suffered from severe and irregular abdominal cramps. We noticed heavy gastrointestinal bleeding. Dr. Linwood advised against surgical treatment. The blood work needs to be evaluated immediately. We know the bleeding was caused by a bacterial infection. Everything else will become clear soon. Please leave now. Is there anything we can do? Yes, there is. Please give me a little space and get some rest. But don't you need a break? Not right now. This is an extreme case. I will consult Dr. Gutera and wait for the results from Dr. Halil. I need you fresh and well rested in the morning. If this patient fell sick without warning, others could too. Even if there's no indication of direct risk of infection, please be prepared. We'll know more tomorrow.